Hey, what's up, everybody? Coming at you one more again. This weekend we got Redbud 2015. Redbud's always a good track. I mean, it's always a good race, you know. Gonna be good, you know, sitting back, watching that race, you know, celebrating kind of 4th of July. But enough with that. But anyway, Redbud, my opinion of Redbud is the track is super ruddy in sections. Big jumps everywhere. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not for a bike that don't have horsepower. I mean, you go in, your bike better be dialed, and your balls better be big. Redbud is that kind of track. I mean, it ruts up so bad, but it's like ruts like 4 lines. You know, you got 4 or 5 lines, and you pick one. You know, it's not like ruts where it's like 10 ruts, 20 ruts, but they're deep ruts. Super sandy, very sandy. That's why I said your bike better have some horsepower behind it. And you know, the Redbud's a track that riders have to go and be there and ride it for years. That's why you've seen riders like Chad Reed do well at Redbud. You've seen riders like Bubba do well at Redbud, or Dungey do well at Redbud. I mean, riders that have been there in the past that know what it's about. You can't just, you know, show up on the scene and ride Redbud and think you're going to do well. I mean, it's not going to happen. But like I said, Redbud, like I said, it gets slick in some turns. Super slick in some turns. But there's some turns that are just sand and grip. It's kind of like the tracks in Florida. Some of the practice tracks in Florida I've seen, you know, on video and stuff of these places where these riders are training. Redbud's like that, especially Carmichael place, you know. But my predictions on Redbud, my opinion personally, in the 450 class, I think we're gonna see a battle. I think we're going to see a knockdown, drag-out battle in the 450 class. And I think it's going to come to head Ryan Dungey and Ken Roczen. I think we're going to see them battle for 1 and 2 for the whole race. That's just my opinion. Both these guys have been there before. And tracks, you know, Redbud kind of reminds you of the track over in Europe, so that's why I say Ken Roczen. Plus, Ken Roczen's been riding in Florida. But Dungey's been going there for years. From amateur days to all the way up to his pro days. He's been going there for years. So, my predictions, Ken Roczen and Dungey, 1 and 2. But I don't know. But it's going to be a battle. Both these guys, I mean, they ain't backing down. You know, big balls, big balls. Third place, I think Bagget. Bagget's been there. He's done that track. He's raced it on 250, a fast 250 pro circuits. And the reason why I say Bagget third place is, you know, Redbud's a track you got to come out swinging off the gate. And Bagget likes to, you know, figure out a track as he's riding it and then pick his lines and then, middle of the race, drop the hammer. And Redbud is not one of those spots where you could do that. You know, you got to come off the gate swinging. You got to hit the jumps first lap swinging. And if you're buried in the back of the pack, you're not going to be hitting the jumps. I mean, you afraid you're going to land on somebody or somebody's going to get in your way where you don't have enough speed to hit the jump. But he will work his way up to the pack because Bagget's got the fitness that, you know, some of the riders lack. And I'll post a link down below. They had a video of Purcell riding the track to give y'all an idea of Redbud. Fourth place in the 450 class, I say Barcia. Barcia he's got the fitness. His bike has plenty. His bike, Joe Gibbs' bikes are one of the fastest bikes out there, but their riders are always trying to figure their bikes out from track to track. They can't stick with one setup that covers a basis of tracks. So the rider is just out there riding. You know, he knows what his bike's going to do. Barcia's still trying to figure the bike out, but his bike's got plenty of power. And let's face it, Barcia's crazy as hell. He's gonna hit every jump. You know, I don't think he cares who's in his way. He's gonna bust through him. But he's trying to figure it out. He's been there before. He's been there on 250s. He's been there through the amateurs. That's why I say Barcia is third place, and plus he's coming off a high of last week's win. Well, enough of the 450s. On to the 250s. Okay. When I choose these riders, like I said, I'm choosing riders that have been there before, that have raced that track during amateurs and 250, or just raced the track just growing up. And two riders that are going to take the 250 class, just my opinion. First place it'd be Jeremy Martin, and second place would be his brother Alex Martin. They got those bikes dialed, plus they live kind of up that way, and they've hit that track many times. That's my picks: Jeremy Martin and Alex Martin, the brothers, 1 and 2. Just my opinion. Third place, Marvin Muscan. He's got that KTM dialed. But like I said, you got to come out of the gate swinging. And he's kind of one of those two that he's got to figure out his lines, He'll come out the gate, like third place, fourth place, something like that, And, he's figuring it out, and then he'll drop the hammer. But nah, you got to come out that gate. Like I said, you got to have the kahunas in hand and ready to rock. But that's my opinion, that's my predictions. 250 class, first place Jeremy Martin, second place Alex Martin, or the other way around, and third place Marvin Muscan, But anyway, guys, y'all tune in to Redbud. Thank you for tuning into my little channel here. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. 2015 Redbud is a race you don't want to miss. I mean, either watching it or being there. I don't know if I want to be there, because I've heard the people are kind of wild. I had a buddy that did the track marshaling there. Or he did it on the whole circuit of motocross, and he said the wildest race was Redbud. He said the fans get wild. So I don't know, but on TV, that's definitely a race you want to tune into. Anyway, guys, that's my opinion. Y'all guys take it easy.